Welcome back, boys and girls. And today I want to introduce you to my best friend throughout my high school years. Yep, it's 22 long rifle. In my high school years, my house was backed into a state park. And after school, when I come home and if I got nothing to do, I used to climb the wall with my tri-steel 22 rifle. It wasn't this model. It was one with a tubular fitting. And I think I could put like 15 rounds. But anyway, it was 22 long rifle. And I would go into the park and I'll spend the whole evening shooting jackrabbits, cottontail rabbits, and rattlesnakes. Now, when I shot the jackrabbit and cottontail rabbits, I used to feed it to my dog, and my dog will not eat the jackrabbit. He would always eat just the cottontails. And I realized why, because one day I tried the jackrabbit, oh my god, that thing was tough, dry, tasteless. No wonder he wouldn't eat it. So after that, I was only shooting the cottontail rabbits, and he loved it. Now, as for the rattlesnake, the first one that I shot it because I felt threatened by a rattlesnake because he crawled up and was like aiming at me. So I took him out with my 22, and then I just didn't want to leave it there. So I brought it home with me, and I thought I was gonna get in trouble with my dad, but he looked at it and he says like, in Asia, the venomous snakes are considered to be a very healthy food. In fact, they're considered to be like health medicine. So he told me I had his blessing to go get more rattlesnakes. He just told me make sure you don't get bitten. And believe it or not, in my high school years, I had a blessing from my dad to go hunt rattlesnakes. So I would shoot a lot of rattlesnakes and I would bring it up. I would always chop the head off because you'd be surprised after shooting him up like 5 rounds through him. And if you tap the head with a piece of stick or whatever, that thing will actually bite the stick. So after I shot the rattlesnake, I'll get a machete, just chop the head off, and bring it home. And after skinning it, my dad used to just boil it down to like 1 cup, and it's like a chicken soup. And he would season it with salt and pepper, and they say it was really good for the elders. So my grandma, my grandfather, and my dad and my mom, I mean, they had their share of great rattle soup. So I enjoy hunting them, but I really didn't want to try, so I never got to try what it tastes like. But I know that my parents and my grandparents, they were a lot healthier after having so many rattlesnake soups. Now, this is in California. So if you want something that's quiet, accurate, and also have hundreds of rounds in your pocket, 22 long rifle is the way to go. Wait a minute, this would be perfect for zombie apocalypse. Let's face it, in what caliber can you have 325 rounds in one small box? One of my viewers asked me, why don't you do a review on your 22 long rifle? So here it goes. Now, I don't own very expensive 22 long rifle because I don't do a lot of shooting with it, but this is Remington model 597. It's a semi-automatic, and magazine holds 10 rounds, and this is easy to fit, and this is actually quite accurate. Now, one thing that I noticed is that if you look at the front, it seems like this could be free floating, but it gets stuck right there. So I'm thinking I could make this into free floating barrel and make this more accurate. Okay, let's see. Well, it's free floating now. Yeah, no problem. All the way back where I intended. I wish I could show you how they shot without free floating it previously, but I don't have that with me right now. But I know for a fact at 25 yards, I have no problem shooting inch group. At 50 yards, it widens up to about 2.5 to 3 inches. And 75, I won't even shoot at it because it goes everywhere. So let's see how it does. I have not shot my 22 rifle in probably 3-4 years because I don't really shoot a lot of 22s. But here we go. Okay, with 22, I'm going to be taking 5 shots. Whoa, dead center. Okay, this is at 25 yards. That's with 22 long rifle. Okay, I'm gonna be taking 3 shots at the left upper target. Oh, he dropped quite a lot. Second shot at 50, shooting at the same target, left upper target. It's got a good groove. It's touching each other, but it dropped probably about 1.5 inches or so. But pretty tight. All right, third shot. Whew. That's tight. I think the free floating barrel really helped. Okay, this is a 50 yards. Okay, that's 3 shot with a 22 long rifle at 50. It dropped a little bit. Okay, this is 22 at 50 yards, 3 shot group. We're looking at just about 3/4 of an inch, which is very decent for this rifle. Yep, I think I did right by free floating the barrel. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the big right low target at 75 yards. First shot. Huh, not bad. Second shot. Second shot at 75 yards. Little windy. Let's wait for the wind to pass. Okay, third shot. Not bad. Alright, this is a 75 yard. And that's 22, 1, 2, 3, not bad. Okay, this is first shooting at 100 yards with 22. I'm gonna aim for the same target, but this time upper right red dot. Huh. It actually hit the right lower target, so it dropped quite a lot. Second shot at 100 yards. It dropped, but not bad. Alright, last third shot at 100. That's actually not bad. I think I got probably about 1.5 inches group, which is very decent. Okay, this is at 100 yards. Okay, here's the target. That's at 50 yards, 75 yards, and that's at 100 yards. So I was aiming for that. So I zeroed in at 25. So at 50 yards, it dropped about 1.5 inches. And the group was about 3/4 of an inch, which was very decent. And at 50 yards, it dropped about 2.5 inches. And it grouped just a little bit under 2 inches. So it was just about 1 3/4. And at 100 yards, it actually dropped about 6.5 inches, but the group was actually pretty decent. It was at 2 inches. So I tell you, it'll be perfect for zombie rifle even out to 100 yards. I really think the free floating this barrel really worked out well for me, because before I wouldn't even think about shooting beyond 50 yards because I didn't know where my bullets went. But honestly, I think I could shoot this out to 100 yards from now on just for the fun of it. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have. Enjoy your life with what you got, but mostly don't forget your old friends. See you.